Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's almost been 2 months since the finale of March of the Oni aired in New Zealand, and the US air date on April 19th is also approaching fast. I mentioned a few days back in my top 5 darkest scenes video how season 10 was more serious rather than dark, and today I want to take a look at some of the reasons why exactly season 10 has a mature tone. Today I'm going to be analyzing some of the overarching themes and messages that the season developed, and how exactly the season does it. So this is a more of a nerdy analytical video, as opposed to a speculation about story or plot, but I do hope you enjoy it, and I put a lot of time into this, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I think the main themes of the season 10 are that love is more important than survival, accidents can be fatal, people are capable of change, and themes about protecting legacy and history. These messages in the season are developed throughout multiple different methods. The main methods that develop the survival theme are Garmeland's conversation with Vinny in episode 97, and the scene where Lloyd yells at him following Cole's fall. As for fatal accidents, Cole's fall and Nia's grief following that event are the main developers. For people being capable of change, this of course is depicted by Garmeland's change from being greedy and selfish to starting to contemplate who he truly is. Omega Oni's role in the season also plays a big role in this change of Garmeland's. And lastly, the theme of protecting history is portrayed through the symbols of the Oni cloud and the monastery. So first of all, one of the biggest themes in the season is about survival and the meaning of life. This of course is developed by two major incidents in episode 97. The first of which is the ninja yelling at Garmeland after Cole's fall. The second is his following conversation with Vinny. Garmeland's complete lack of empathy for Cole's fall is what triggers the first event. Later in the episode, it is the old pictures of the ninja that really help to develop this theme. The pictures of the ninja symbolize happy, more carefree times, as they show the ninja at happy moments, laughing, smiling, and woo dumping stuff on Cole's head. Anyways, and of course, it was a time when Cole wasn't presumed to be dead. Garmeland viewing these photos is the first step to his understanding of the meaning of life. Him studying the photos portrays his desire to understand these emotions. When Vinny enters the room, this is simply a boost to help advance Garmeland's development in the scene, while also making it more clear to the viewer. Sadly, Vinny hasn't activated his true potential yet. Right now, he's just an assistant character, but of course he'll be back in Season 11 to save Ninjago from the Overlord and stuff. Anyways, Vinny's talk about survival and love helps to make the meaning of the photos more clear to both Garmeland and the viewer. The next big theme is that sometimes mistakes can be fatal. One of the biggest methods for this message is both the music that plays during Cole's fall and the silence and the visual animation. Let's compare this scene to Zane's death. With Zane's death, the music was much more complex. There was more going on, occasional talking from Pixel the Overlord, the beeping of his heart. It was more complex, right? With Cole's fall, the music is very simple and there is no dialogue heard, even though the ninja are clearly talking. But what's the biggest difference between the two scenes? Zane's death was a sacrifice. Cole's fall was the result of a simple accident. The simplicity of Cole's fall shows that not everything is a crazy sacrifice, and something terrible can be the mistake of the smallest of mistakes. Although very simple, the scene develops a strong theme, and that's why I love Cole's fall and prefer that it isn't a sacrifice, because sometimes simple accidents can lead to terrible consequences. The lack of dialogue and simpler music shows how simple the cause of Cole's fall was. Compared to Zane's death, the reasoning was far more complex, with the Overlord becoming the Golden Master, the Golden Armor being too strong, and more. The other thing that helps develop this is Nia's intense grief. She puts all of the blame on herself rather than acknowledging that it was a mistake anybody could have made. These scenes are very serious as they show the intense toll a mistake can take on a person. The third major theme in the season is that people are capable of change, which is mostly depicted by Garmeland's character. Although by the end of the season, Garmeland doesn't completely go from good to evil, I would say he has gone from evil to neutral. Although an incomplete change when looking at the long run, that itself is a big change given he was just the Emperor in the last season and that he was brought back 100% evil. Cole's fall and Lloyd scolding his father are the major inciting events that contribute to Garmeland's change. Also, when performing Spijitzu in episode 98, this happens after looking at the painting of Lloyd being covered by the Oni clouds. At the beginning of the season, Garmeland was only helping the ninja to save his own soul. By the end of the season, it's entirely possible that losing Lloyd might have motivated him to join the tornado, although we don't know for sure. But there is something else that helps illustrate Garmeland's change, and that is the Omega. Omega is the leader of the Oni and the main villain of the season, but his character plays a different function too. That function is to help assist Garmeland's development through the season. One motif is that in every episode Omega is in, he mentions that Garmeland is an Oni. In episodes 96 and 97, he is puzzled that Garmeland is helping the ninja, and Garmeland himself doesn't give a definite answer. However, in the finale, Omega comes to the conclusion that Garmeland is only Oni on the outside, while Garmeland is actually in his Oni form, with the staff and all. The contrast between Garmeland being in his Oni form, while Omega tells him that he is not an Oni, develops the message of change again while helping the viewer see that Garmeland is changing too. This is also Omega's last dialogue in the season, which also leaves Garmeland with something major to think about. This could potentially be why Garmadon leaves the monastery following the battle. Omega has given him a lot to think about, and Garmadon himself doesn't truly know who he is. Garmadon has gone from being purely evil in the beginning of the season to contemplating his allegiance and who he is at the end. And lastly, being the 10th season of a LEGO show, it is a major milestone, and the season explores legacy and history. The major symbols are the monastery, which symbolizes legacy and history, and the Oni cloud, which symbolizes destruction of that legacy and an attempt to destroy it. I found it interesting that the monastery had only just returned now, in Season 10, and having watched the season, it makes a lot more sense now. The monastery has been a historic location both in Ninjago lore and the TV series run, so bringing it back serves two purposes. It has the nostalgia factor for the viewers, since it's been there since the pilots, while also being an important historic site for the ninja. The return of the golden weapons also symbolizes legacy too, although I think that's more for the nostalgia. The Oni's cloud in Ninjago City, and the Oni's march on the monastery, is an attempt to destroy the first Fujitsu Master's legacy and the world he has created. The monastery is also where the ninja make their last stand. The legacy of Ninjago's creator gives the ninjas strength here, which leads them to successfully using the Tornado of Creation to vanquish the Oni. For this reason, the final stand of the monastery is symbolic. Season 10 isn't my favorite season. I definitely feel that it is rushed, and there are certainly problems. But one thing I feel that the season absolutely perfects are its themes and its messages. How Mr. Braggy Shoot managed to craft the tale of Garmadon's change in simply 4 episodes, while also making it believable, is truly a masterpiece. The exploration of survival is also something that makes ourselves, too, wonder about the meaning of life. This is why I just love episode 97. It's just one episode filled with so much emotion and so much meaning. And for these reasons, I just love Mr. Shoot's writing. It's filled with plenty of meaning while maintaining the serious tone that the Hagmans introduced in Season 8. While the Hagmans are amazing storytellers and craft a wonderful plot, Braggy Shoot is a master at developing themes and emotions, and Ninjago's future is definitely in great hands. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I was really excited making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope this gives you a new perspective at Season 10. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to share with everyone, leave a like, subscribe, share with everyone you know, and leave a comment down in the comment section below explaining what you thought of this video, as well as what you thought of Season 10. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.